Hello, beautiful collective. Welcome. It's so nice to have you here, loves. I channeled a song a while back, and the song is, let me check my notes real quick. Irreplaceable by Beyonce. So, standing in my front yard talking about how I'm such a fool, how I'm never gonna find a man like you. You got me twisted, you must not know about me. Okay, I'm gonna stop being dramatic, but you know, that one song. It's I think I channeled it like for another reading too, but like it just popped up. But like this time I felt a different kind of emotion and attachment to it. So we're gonna find out what is going on, okay? Okay, so why did I channel that song? Please tell me, guys. Okay, that was clear as day. Someone left you in the dark or made you feel like some kind of option or like a dirty toy is what I'm hearing. Like, I know that sounds very rough to say, but I feel like you are done past that phase and you know what this person has done to you, and you're kind of like, yeah, this person, fucking tried to ruin me, but they couldn't, or they tried to use me, they tried to mistreat me, but at the end of the day, I pop back up, I bounce back, I'm good. Okay. Pop back up, like I don't know why it's spooky season and I said pop back up, so maybe your spirit guys are saying like, damn, you did a whole 180 on this person, like coming back from the dead, and like just your body, like I can see like a casket and then you just jumping back up. So maybe that's how that person is feeling. They're feeling very spooked that you just like were easy to move on after the heartbreak or whatever they did to you. You got someone spooked. Okay. All right, so let's keep it moving. Why did I channel that song, guys? Yeah, like I feel like they were really manipulative and toxic, but then at the same time, like I'm also just getting this person was just a liar. Like, I don't feel like they cheated. They could have had multiple partners, but this could have been when like you guys weren't anything, or like I don't know if they like told you like let's just be friends or something like that, but then they were playing with your heart and like doing things that friends don't do with each other, and then like they were breaking your boundaries and they knew what the fuck they were doing, basically hurting you, right? Something about that. Okay, and then let's keep it going. Why did I channel all the cards are just flopping, okay? This person still has lots of passion for you, lots of, I'm hearing in my head lots of amor, okay? And I don't I always say I don't vibe with that, like the I don't know, but let's just keep going. Let's see, why did I channel that song? All right, yeah, so this person is in a dark place. They feel lost, that they lost you. They could have left you, ghosted you, did something to you, or you could have ghosted them, but I'm just feeling they feel lost regardless if it was them that ghosted you or that you ghosted them. This person just feels blocked out of your life, like they can't go back to you no matter what. Maybe you got into a new relationship or something, but this person knows that ghosting you was a bad decision, okay? Like they're realizing that it was immature and they need to do some growing. Like they truly missed out when it came to you. Like they definitely missed out. They could have been happy, they could have had something stable, they could have worked on themselves, they could have said, hey, we're not perfect, but I'm gonna grow in this relationship with you. But they chose to just act immature and constantly just play games, okay? They gave you trust issues, okay? And I feel like you've overcome that, or like you're slowly overcoming that. And specifically if you're in a new relationship or you're getting to know someone, this person knows that you never let that get to you, like them causing you trust issues. You never let it eat you up and be like, oh, I'm gonna start cheating on people or da da da. You didn't let yourself go. Like you were like, no, I am full of love and I'm never gonna forget that. I am worthy of being loved, and I am not gonna let anyone stomp on me or think that just because they broke my heart that I'm gonna stop being loved or that I'm gonna stop giving love. My heart is open for a reason, for it to be poured into and for me to give to others. Like I am not gonna close off. Like what was that you gave me? That was not love. Whatever you did was not love, like you were able to move on because your mindset is just very up there, okay? Like you are high up there, and they don't know who the fuck they mess with, okay? Like they don't know at the end of the day, and you're shining, you're glowing. Yes, you may have cried over this person, yes, you may have done this or that, but that's because you have a pure, beautiful heart, and you know where your genuine intentions were at. Like at the end of the day what you wanted with this person, and then for them to manipulate you or do this or that, and then say like, oh, like I'm whatever, like like they were wishy-washy is what I'm getting, and you deep down it hurts you a lot more because you were like genuinely, I don't know, like I feel like at some point this person could have, I don't know, like manipulated you into thinking that they wanted something more and they didn't want to be just friends anymore, and it could have broke like your trust. Like they did something horrible with something about your trust. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But at the end of the day, you knew what your intentions were, and you're like, oh, you don't want these intentions, you don't want to put in the effort so that this can be created in our reality together for us, for for so we can grow as a partner. Okay, well, we're gonna grow distant and I'm gonna grow apart from you, and I'm gonna show you that my intentions were always genuine and pure. But if you're not going to be receptive to that, well, guess what, someone else will. Okay, like I don't need you. We're grown to adult, and if you're not grown, like you're just giving that grown mature and mature energy. And by grown, I mean you could be like a teen and watching this and just resonating with this reading. I'm just getting that. Okay, like you're just, I don't know, like you don't play around with love. Like I don't feel like putting mature for love like as a label. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like you could fall in love at any age and have a genuine heart, and still give good love even if you're young. Like so many people say things like, oh, you're young, and this is why relationships fail. Yeah, you gotta, they blame the age, and I feel like that's why so many people, while they're young, they think that they can mess around and break people's hearts, and you're not about that, is what I'm getting. You don't have to be young, and young could also be 20s, 30s, your 40s, like so many people will look and be like, oh no, you're old. No, that is freaking young. You're in your middle ages, you're young. you know so yeah. I still feel like even 50s 60s is still pretty young in my opinion. So if you're resonating with this and you're older, like just know it's young. I see it as young. Anyway, let's keep it going. Why are we being brought like to this whole topic? Like why? Okay, Four of Swords, and then the Sage, Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Basically your spirit team wants you to know that you did a good job with like learning this person's behavior patterns, and knowing that in order for you to continue to grow, you had to move away a bit and distance yourself so that you can thrive. And then at the same time, you were also trying to like come to this person healed, and you thought, oh, maybe distance will make the heart grow closer or something. Like, I forgot that phrase in English. But what do you guys know what I mean? Where people be like, oh my god, distance makes the heart grow fonder of each other, or da da da. And then you realize quickly that this person was just not it. Like, you were kind of like, oh, okay, I get it, I'm settling for less. Like, I see what's happening. Once you like got knowledge or got swift of what was happening around you, you were kind of like, oh, okay. I definitely have moved up, and I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna roll down the stairs for someone who is making me the laughing stock already, or I'm not going to stop walking just so they can catch up when they're not even going to run. They don't even show any interest of wanting this as much as I want it, something about that. And I don't like the phrase, it made you stronger. Some of you guys may be thinking that. I don't want you to like think that, because you were always powerful. I feel like what this did to you wasn't making you stronger, but it just helped you see yourself more clearly. Okay, I feel like now you're realizing that you have a good heart and you're not gonna settle for less, basically. Okay, and okay, I feel like maybe right now this past relationship is still affecting your current relationship with someone, perhaps. You're scared of them like maybe ghosting you or leaving you, or I don't know, like you are so scared of being vulnerable. If you have scars in your body, you're terrified. You're kind of like, oh my god, this person's gonna hate me. And specifically if you were with partners who just sexualized you, or who just made you feel like your body was all they were there for, like you're kind of like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I cannot think straight, so if I'm not making sense in this entire reading when I edit this video, I am not going to be uploading this So I hope I am making sense. But yeah, I'm just feeling like this person did that to you, and now in your current relationship you may be feeling very safe and you don't know how to act. Okay, like you feel like you can be vulnerable. You feel like, how do you say, you feel like you could let your guard down, because I'm seeing the Nine of Wands here, and usually that for me it signifies that, you know, you have your guard up, you're kind of in defensive mode, you're kind of scared. And with the Tower here, I feel like you feel ready to let it all fall down, like for all those little defensive mechanisms, your walls and everything fall down. But then we have the Two of Swords here, so it's kind of like you want to close your eyes while it all happens, and you just want to magically let it happen to you. Like you're so afraid of being conscious of your own actions. Like you're kind of like, oh my fucking god, like I can't understand why I'm doing this, why I am letting this person in, like what did they fuck up. So it's almost like, I don't know if like you blink out a lot with your current person, and they're kind of like, hey babe, like I told you this, or da da da, and you don't know how to react. Or you may overthink a lot. Like let's say your partner says I love you, you don't know if you should reply a little cold by saying ILYT, I love you too, you know, or stuff like that. Like you don't know if you should reply okay or like bye or da da. Like there's just certain things you do right now that are stressing you, and you're kind of like, I want to be vulnerable, but I am so scared. So with the Three of Swords, there is some torment because of this past person. You have healed a lot though. Your spirit team wants you to acknowledge that. I know you did not close your heart off. You may be feeling like you did, but right now what's happening is you haven't had good love poured into you, so you just need to let yourself get used to it. It's okay to like be like, oh, you know, I let the wrong people pour in, and that kind of love really hurt me, weighed me down, and now my heart's been empty for a long time because I know what it is to be hurt, and I didn't let just anyone come in, you know, and pour. So right now I'm getting poured into, and this actually feels good. I'm actually able to function better. I'm actually, you know, like I'm thinking of a machine that needs to be oiled. Okay, that's how I'm viewing your heart. But you're kind of like, oh my god, I feel this is my type of oil, like like butter me up. And I feel like right now you're learning, and it's okay. Like it's okay, basically your spirit team is telling you it's okay to feel very scared and not know if this is okay for you to be feeling. Yeah, like you don't want it to fuck up your current relationship. You don't want to let the past still, you know, determine your future, determine who you are now. And I don't think you are letting it. Okay, like I feel like you are very much more aware. I feel like in the past maybe you weren't that aware that, you know, you were hurting others because of an exes, or like exes, you know, like I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just feel like you weren't aware when you were hurting others because of exes. Like maybe if you were in a relationship with an ex and someone told you, hey, so and so is bad for you, like let me, you know, take care of you, let me take you home because I feel like they're gonna do this or that to you, you were more likely to lash out on someone who loved you, and now you don't do things like that. Or maybe if you didn't do that, I'm just getting so that there was something you did in the past, like, you know, you let certain exes mistreat you, and now you're more aware and you've glowed up. Okay, like you've glowed up to know like, oh, this person cannot pour into me, or oh, this person will not be allowed to even like be near me, breathe near me, exist near me. Like they are getting blocked, they are getting ghosted. You've elevated. Okay, basically acknowledge that. You are acknowledging now how to touch others powerfully and softly at the same time. Okay, like I don't know if that sounds cringy to some of you guys, but what I'm getting is you've always loved very strong, and right now you're kind of hesitating, like, oh my god, is my touch going to, you know, drown this person? And the answer is no, this is not going to drown this person, because the person you're with really loves you, and they love everything about you. Okay, so if you are stressing about, oh my god, should I just, you know, not date and heal, the question is no. Sometimes love can heal you. Okay, sometimes the love for ourselves, that, you know, distance ourselves, is enough for that when we actually do get into a relationship. Now we just need to continue giving ourselves that love and be like, hey, for a long time I've been protecting myself, that was love, now I want to let someone in And the moment someone does something wrong to me, I'm gonna kick them out again, because I acknowledge, I can see the love I have for myself now, and I know that I can't just let anyone pour in and mix in whatever the fuck they want. You know, like no one's gonna fog me up anymore. I'm gonna be more cautious because I love myself. You know, so what I am getting is, don't stress this new relationship. Okay, don't stress it. You are going to be okay. That's, yeah, you're gonna be okay. And I just feel like, hold up, there's one more message for you guys. What is the other message? I know you guys have another message for the collective right here. It has to do with this. The Spirit of Cups is here. The Five of Cups, Three of Cups. This is a lot of water energy. And then we have the Wands here. Basically, don't let the past water your spark anymore. Okay, like you have so much love to give, and that could burn a whole fucking village, and it's just time to let it out, because the right person, you know, will look at your flame and go, oh my fucking god, it's coming, and I've been waiting for it my entire life. You know, you could be someone's light at the end of a tunnel and you don't even know it. So don't hold yourself back anymore. Okay. I feel like my heart is shattering right now, because I feel like so many people have shattered yours. And yeah, like this reading is just a little too deep right now. And damn, I'm just getting that you should just continue to love yourself, and continue to learn how to be vulnerable, continue to learn what is healthy love. Maybe read books. If you don't know what healthy is, you could always ask friends, or if you don't want to ask friends because you don't want anybody else to interfere, read a book, and, you know, have the, like, be cautious about what you accept as healthy love. Like, if you think something isn't healthy, or you don't want that in your relationship, be okay with being like, oh, okay, I get it, that's healthy in other relationships, I see it, okay, but I don't want that. Like, just make your own opinions, and like start taking things and just like applying them to your life. Okay, like I'm just getting that, like, don't be afraid to feel like you're gonna mess up, because when you are really loved by someone, and when you are really in love with someone, you're gonna allow yourself to grow, instead of just being like, oh no, we have to grow apart, or oh no, I have to distance myself from you. At times, you know, we do grow apart from people, even no matter how much we love them, because sometimes there's a part of us that we feel like is growing apart, you know, or like a part of us is changing, and that's okay. It's okay to like distance ourselves from someone. And I feel like you did that in the past, and part of you kind of like feels, I don't know, like it, part of you kind of wishes it could have worked out with the other person, but then you look at your current partner and you're kind of like, oh, I now know why that part of me, you know, parted away, and why the new version of me exists now, you know? Like, there's this, I can't explain it. It's a very nostalgic, sad feeling of, I know I'm not that person anymore, but sometimes I wish I was that person, because right now this all feels overwhelming. It all feels new to me. It feels like I've been reborn. Like, when you don't know what healthy is, it truly sucks, and you just constantly feel anxious, and I totally get that. But Spirit right now is telling you, take your time, be patient, don't let anyone break your boundaries. You've learned to love yourself, and you've always been full of love. Like, you are perfect, you are worthy of being loved. It doesn't matter if back then you thought you weren't worthy of being loved because, you know, you were traumatized or you had toxic habits. Everyone is worthy of being loved, but it takes a lot of love for your own self to be like, hey, I'm gonna better myself and actually grow with this person, you know? Not many people acknowledge that, and you did. Okay, you did. So right now, really acknowledge all the good in your life. Acknowledge your current partner. Acknowledge your growth. Acknowledge that you are doing amazing, and that you got yourself out of toxic cycles, and you know, you pulled yourself out of a lot, and your spark is still there. You said, I'm not gonna let anybody water me fucking down. And you're gonna be more enlightened, more fired up, more I don't know, but I'm just getting like, you're gonna be good, you're gonna be okay. All right, I don't know if you guys need to hear that, but I just feel like right now this is more of a comforting kind of reading rather than like, I don't know, this reading just feels a little bit different than usual. So I hope this actually resonates with someone. But yeah, if you enjoy this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love.